Welcome to this week's Blind Intelligence. I'm your host, Miss Roni, and I always seek to give you exquisite cranial repertoire. This week, I want to talk about a few things, but I watched several reaction videos, and I just wanted to say that the trend is now that major record labels and Spotify distributors, places like that, are now giving importance to reactors that react to music because they are a big part of how a lot of music get out. And so I wanted to start with that about being a reactor, and because I don't react to new music like that. I like to marinate on things. But I just wanted to say that a lot of artists that are trying to get their music out there, start getting with some of these reactors so they can react to your music. So it's not always everybody flooding to them when a scandal is taking place. It's I'm not even going to say a handful, a big basket full of reputable reactors that are also artists too. And that was one of the trends that I was talking about, I want to say last year or the year before, that a lot of artists have now started their own podcasts and own channels and everything so that they can interact with the audience and with other reactors and showcase their own music on their platform. And these reactors have gotten big platforms, and that's for real. So I wanted to say that. Okay. There are a few rap beefs going on right now, and people were saying that 50 didn't have time to respond. I've seen a couple of people say that, and that he's on a different level and da-da-da-da-da. But I do think that the Harris children have hit and dug in some spots that he was vulnerable in and wasn't ready for that. So I think that 50 putting that verse in the opening of Power, I'm just looking at it as, was that just a decision that he made in the spur of the moment? Or do he think it's funny that that's going to be played over and over again? And he also got to look at how audience change. If these kids can get the audience, the consumer, to change their mind about how the public feel about 50, then there may not be an audience as large, for one. For two, the man that worked with him on that, it seems like, and some other reactors said the same thing, that's what it sounded like to me, that it was a verse that was added in after the finished product. And would that person really want their name attached to such pettiness like that? So I'm just wondering if it's going to be a lawsuit from that side. Are T.I. and Tiny going to sue, is it Stars or Netflix, if that goes forward? So I just feel like it's a lot of other things that could go wrong or that could happen behind that. Then I get to the internet and everybody's talking about, all three of them drop, the money drop, King drop, and T.I. drop. And I was thinking that's good because they're showing family solidarity. But also, don't you think that if enough people already said that y'all won the beef and you keep releasing like that, that they're going to start to pit you against each other? Oh, well, his was better than this one and this. And so I've started to see a little bit of that. But I've also started to see a lot of people saying to listen to King, that King got some really, great punchlines. And I heard one, I think it was Jay Nolan, said that he needed to turn his voice up, that he felt like that his voice was blending with the music. I feel like all the King children has been accepted as a real rapper. And this made me think about, and this is not anything to anybody's kids or anything, but you look at some people who have like real talent, especially both the mom and the dad have real talent. Their kids normally do something, not all of them, but do something in that area and be just as talented. And then I look at when another scandal was going on with Puffy, how his kids was trying to release music behind it, and it just didn't hit the same way. And not saying that they're not talented, I just don't think that people actually gave the critical ear to listening to see if the music that Puffy's children was putting out was trash or not, without just calling it trash because you was mad at Puffy. So that's something that I always look at. And from what I'm looking at, they say T.I. is hard because I haven't listened to all of T.I.'s. I did listen to Summer King, and I listened to both of the ones that The Money put out. And the reason why I didn't listen, I felt like that T.I. and King are a lot alike. So it's like you're getting the junior from the senior. So I'd rather just listen to the junior. And I've always liked King, so I just don't like, for me, the type of music that it is, because I don't get with all of that. But a lot of what The Money done, even that last one, it was like you start bobbing your head, so big fans of all. And I think that, like I said before, 50 engaging and dropping those subliminals and memes and everything. And in the verse, he said something about your daddy had your mama. So you were talking directly, 50 was talking directly to the kids. So a response from them was warranted. A response from T.I. was warranted. And I don't know why he would want people to gang up on him like that. But, just to be fair, right now, they spanking that ass. So I think it's safe to say that, like how Remy Ma told Papoose, every time she mentioned my name, I'm going to talk about your head. And I think that's what's going on with them. Every time you post a meme, every time you say something, even if you think something, it's up. So I think that's where that's coming from. Then I was reading comments about the South, and I don't want it to become a South versus East Coast thing because that's kind of crazy. But a lot of people are saying that they are very proud that they are from the South and that the Harris Boys is making them proud. And it's giving, I guess, motivation to other artists to come out and present their new stuff. And, and I don't see a problem with, the torch being passed, because Atlanta has a lot of great rappers, and T.I. was one of the best of them, still is. So him passing the torch on to his sons, hey, cool. They're shaping the sound of the South right now. In Memphis, Glorilla got passed the torch from Gangsta Boo and Lachette. So, people are passing the torch. New rappers coming out of Texas. I mean, Texas always coming with something good. I'll be glad when Arkansas gets put on the map for some of their lyrical talent internationally on a wide major scale, because it's here too, but it just hadn't popped off like that yet. Then I saw that Papoose made a freestyle diss track on 50 Cent, Mini Men, I said Mini Men beat. And I was reading the comments, and some good, some bad. So I just look at it all as some good, some bad. And I think that because these Harris Boys are up right now, that a lot of people who had something that they really wanted to say to 50 is getting the courage to say now. And it's not saying that 50 gonna back down. Not saying that at all. You never know what happens. But out of these rap beefs, we always get some quality. And that's what I love, the quality, the analyzing of the lyrics, the compilation videos, because that's another one that's important to the reaction community, the compilation videos where you putting everybody reactions together on certain parts, the shock culture of it, this is when the tables turn, and it's excitement. It's like, as the Screwface say, hip hop is a sport. It's like, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Come on down. And I heard so many people, one of the phrases is, get up. You gonna let them kill you like that? Get up. So I'm just waiting to see what's gonna happen. Is this the turning point of hip hop for real? Because I know people was talking about analyzing Kendrick's lyrics. And I think now they're gonna be analyzing more lyricists' lyrics, and even from the back, because they're bringing up lyrics from back in the day. So if you done said some foul shit, it's gonna come out. So, what do you say? Don't be throwing stones in glass ozones. So if it's even in your vicinity, you got some, stay away from it. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. But I'll see you next week. Bye.
Hey girl, let me tell you about this podcast.
Girl, everybody has a podcast these days.
But this one interviews new and interesting indie artists. It's called Indie Artist Music Hustle with Blunt Intelligence.
Really? Where can I find it?
It's on all podcasting platforms, streams live on social media, and on rpentradio.com.
What'd you say it was called again?
It's called Indie Artist Music Hustle with Blunt Intelligence.
Girl, I'm gonna have to check her out.
Give it a check, girl.